Welcome back for the review section of Unit 1 Amazonian Art Gallery. So as I mentioned in the previous section, this unit is about an amazing discovery in Colombia. I suppose not a discovery for everybody, but basically for archaeologists and now the world. They have found an amazing wall of really old rock art, and this was done by Native Americans who moved over from Asia about 15,000 years ago. Initially, people always thought one of the most amazing sites was in France, but this site proves that the Native Americans were also very prolific artists at that stage.
Prolific.
Prolific. But the reason it hasn't been discovered until now is because it's really, really remote. For the archaeologists to reach the area, they had to drive for 2 hours from the nearest town and then trek for 4 more hours before they could reach the site.
Trek.
Trek. What is the most remote place that you've traveled to?
I feel like in Korea there's nothing really remote, except for the distant islands. So for Korea, I went to Dokjeokdo,
Okay.
which is, you maybe don't know. It's an island quite west of Incheon.
Okay.
A 2-hour boat ride. You miss the boat, you're stuck on the island. So I would say that's remote, but you had modern amenities.
Yes.
In America, the most remote place I would say is definitely more dangerous, more remote. Big Bend National Park.
Nice.
It's along the Mexico-Texas border, and it's a true wilderness park.
Nice.
It's beautiful, but they do warn you if you get lost up there, you could die. So it's very remote.
Oh my goodness.
It'd be very hard to find you in the mountains and valleys.
Right, that makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. How about for you?
Well, in Korea, also an island, it's called Cheongsando.
Okay, I don't know that
You have to go all the way down to Wando, and then it's about 1 hour ferry. So it's 5 hours drive and then a ferry. And it's very tiny. I fell in love with this little place. And there's one CU and nothing else.
Okay.
There's hardly anything. In South Africa, obviously, we have many remote areas, it being Africa. And being from South Africa, for some people, is remote.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I come from a remote area.
I see.
All right, and yes, related to traveling and trips, etc. Have you ever had to cancel a trip? And, what did you end up doing instead?
Well, this past year, 2020, everything was canceled. So every little short trip, or I did plan a trip to America. I had to cancel that, and thankfully it canceled early enough to where I didn't have to, have any big fees or anything. I got full refund. And instead, I wound up just hiking some mountains here. I did spend 5 days in Jeju, just running around, enjoying it. That's pretty much it. How about for you? Did you cancel anything?
Oh yes, last year also I was supposed to go to the Philippines. I'd planned to go to Thailand. I was supposed to go home to see my family for Christmas. So cancel.
Yeah, so many things.
It's a very sad story. That is it for Unit 1. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.